Hello everyone, my name is Egil Filsinski, and as for today's video, I would like to present what's my stance and the reasoning behind the stance that I will stand by, and I will defend this argumentation of mine. Now, for the notion is that English should be used as the only medium of instructions, meaning the only language they will use as the language of instructions for Indonesian universities. Now, I would like to present the supporting argument first before I try to present my rebuttals and my opposition overall. So overall, the supporting side will argue that yes, we should try to make English the only medium of instructions in Indonesian universities because of, well, they argue that yes, English is the lingua franca of the world. It's the global languages. Every single person in the world will have to use English if they meet each other. They will not resort to Russians, German, French, or Arabs, Mandarin, or Japanese. They will resort to English as their global communication. Hence, we should use English for our universities. Well, now, while they may have some merit in their argument, especially the whole lingua franca and the global language of the world, I personally disagree. Now, why I disagree, if you ask? Well, it's simple actually. For one, I oppose it because, for one, we are in Indonesia. Our national language is Indonesians. Yes, you may include English as alongside with Bahasa Indonesia, but we need to prioritize Bahasa Indonesia in our medium of instructions in our universities students. And second of all, this is our sovereignty. Our sovereignty is at stake because if we surrender our because if we only use English as the medium of the instructions in our universities, it means we are actively surrendering our sovereignty, which is a horrible thing to happen, by the way. And then, for the third reasons is that for practicality, because let's admit it, not every Indonesian can speak English. Like, sure, urban folks from Jakarta, Tangerang, Bogor, Bandung, and every urban cities can speak English to a degree. But if we count in university students, which is a lot, by the way, from rural areas like let's say a village from Papua or a backward in Kalimantan, they can speak English because why? Because they never really thought of learning English because well, they have a lot of adapt to, like they need to overcome like the cost of school and etc., which is while they may could learn English in their schools, but not all rural people can speak English because again difficulties in the rural areas, especially with education accessibilities and the qualities, which is why if we use English as the medium, it will not only create the lack of comprehension of what the instruction is instructing those students. It will also that's assuming they can understand some levels of English. they will probably misunderstand it because, again, their English may not be comprehensive because the quality of the educations of rural areas and urban areas can be different. Sometimes even drastically different, like no English education, maybe in some cases. And not only that, Japan, the own is a G7 countries, and you might assume that a G7 countries like Japan, which is in the same league as like Canada, Australia, the United Kingdom, United States, Germany, and etc. They will be master at English, right? Well, actually wrong. They're actually the worst in English mastery, but but they sit here with the fourth largest economy in the world, which is why, which means that English as isn't that a key factor to society development. So, which is why, as I stated earlier, I very opposite that we should use English as the only medium for school instructions, for instructions in our universities, because it will harm our sovereignty, and then it will cause impracticality and inefficiencies considering our education systems. Right, that's about it for today. Thank you, everyone.